Friends, today we are going to learn double entry bookkeeping. Whatever business transaction we are going to enter in business records, it has at least two effects. One is debit and the other is credit. At least one account will be debited, another will be credited. And we already learned there are 5 components of financial statements. Those 5 components are statement of financial position, statement of comprehensive income, statement of cash flow, statement of change in equity, and accounts payable. And we also learned the elements of financial statement. What are the elements of financial statement? Assets, liability, capital, income, and expense. In accounting, we need to have a separate account for each asset, for each liability, for capital, for income, for each income. If you are having multiple sources of income, like you are selling goods, like you are selling services, like you have invested in loan, you have given loan to someone and you are expecting interest from that loan, this interest income will also be treated as income. On the other hand, if you have invested in the shares of a company, the dividend is also an income. On the other hand, if you have developed some software, some intellectual property, if you have developed some formula, and if you are giving this formula just like formula of Pepsi, Panadol, or any other trademark, if you have developed something and if you are renting it out to someone for monthly rent, for annual rent, this rent is called royalty. Royalty means you are having a specific amount of money, specific amount of income. For example, if someone has given branch of Beacon House, so they are having per admission income, monthly income, and annual income. So there are different types of income. So if you are having different types of income, then you need to have different accounts for those incomes. But the categories of accounts are asset, second one expense, in capital, income, liability, and income. We also learned that if a person who is the owner of the business injects something in the business, we call it that person is introducing fresh capital in the business. If a company has assets of 1 million, worth of 1 million, so we need to consider where from this business got the funds to purchase these assets. If the whole funds are from the pocket of owner, this will be treated as equity. If they have acquired loan to purchase this asset, this will be treated as liability. So there are two sources of funds. One is equity, called as equity, and other one is liability. Okay. If a particular owner injects something in the business, we say there is an increase of capital. If the owner withdraws something from the business, it means he is making drawings. So there is a reduction in capital. Introduction of something in the business by the owner, cash or any other asset, increase in capital. And if he is withdrawing cash, inventory, or anything else for his own use, so it is called drawings. If he is introducing something, it is increasing capital. If he is withdrawing, he is making drawing, it is reduction in capital. So drawings is actually reduction in capital. Drawings is actually reduction in capital. Drawing is not business expense. Drawing is personal expense of the owner. So drawing is a. So there is another type of account can be added to this list as drawings. If we consider the nature of these assets, in accounting, whether it is an asset, expense, or drawing, its nature is debit. Basically, its nature is debit. If there is an increase in assets, increase in expense, increase in drawings, it is a debit. If you say that we have purchased a land of costing rupees 100,000, the land will be debited. If you have purchased building, the nature of building is an asset. The nature of asset is debit. And if there is an increase in an asset, it will be debited. If you have purchased some vehicle is an asset. The nature of asset is debit, and if there is an increase in an asset, it will be debited. Okay. So whenever there is an increase in any asset, it will be debited. It will be debited. So we need to remember the nature of asset, the nature of expense. If there is a bill of electricity of rupees 10,000, so electricity bill will be debited, expense is debited. If someone has dropped you at the premises of institute, this is your expense, so you will say the fare will be debited. If the business has purchased some cleaning material for use in the business, so the cleaning material expense will be debited. Gas, electricity, gas and other utilities, whatever the expense is, if there is an increase in an expense, this will be debited. And on the other hand, drawings, introduction of something by the owner in the business is capital. The nature of capital is credit. The nature of capital is when the owner introducing something in the business, it is increase in capital. It is increase in capital. But if he is reducing this capital by drawings, the reduction in capital will be debited. Reduction in. So, if there is an increase in asset, it will be debit, and if there is a decrease, it will be debit. So, it moves in opposite direction. Increase in asset, debit. If there is increase in asset, it will be debited. If there is an increase in any expense, it will be debited. And if you are making drawings from your business, then it will be debited. The nature of capital, liability and income is credit. If you are introducing in the business some cash like 10,000 rupees, you are introducing, or you are starting business with a cash of rupees 10,000. Before the introduction of this cash, there was nothing in the business. By introducing this 10,000 into the business, is there any effect on all of these? Any effect? Okay, you are saying that cash is not asset. Cash is not an asset. It means if you are saying that the introduction of cash will not affect asset, expense and drawing, So by bringing cash in the business, there was nothing before this cash. Now the business is having 10,000. So there is an increase of cash. Cash is asset or not? It means there is an increase of an asset. And whenever asset increases, it is
Debited.
so you can say you will debit. You will debit the cash. With how much amount? 10,000. There is an increase in asset. That's why it will be debited. Okay. Actually, we are learning double entry bookkeeping, and at the start I said that whenever you make any business transaction, it will have two aspects, two effects. One is debited, the other one is credited. The one aspect has been recorded. The one aspect is you are introducing cash into the business, and there is an increase in asset, and the asset will be debited. But the on the other hand, the other aspect, dual aspect, the other aspect is the owner is introducing into the business. If the owner is introducing something into the business, it will be increasing capital, and the nature of capital is credit. So the capital will be credited. The credit will be capital. With how much amount? 10,000. So you can say there is an increase of capital. So this is the actually double entry bookkeeping. Whenever you are going to make any entry, at least two accounts will be affected. The one will be debited and the one will be credited. So till now we have learned there are different types of accounts. The one category is the asset, expense and drawings. And the nature of all these three items is debit. When there is an increase in asset, it will be debited. Whenever there is increase in an expense, it will be debited. When there is an increase in drawings, it will be debited. The concept of drawing is clear?
Yes.
Because you are introducing something, it is increasing capital. If you are drawing something from the business, it is drawings. Okay? Whatever the expense is, the nature of expense is debit. The nature of expense is debit. Electricity expense, utility expense, salaries and payments, depreciation, whatever the expense is, expense will be debit. And the nature of capital, liability, income is credit. But if there is a decrease, if there is an increase in capital, liability, income, it will be credited. But if it is decreasing, then
Debited.
you can say there are two countries in the world. There are two countries. The one is debit and the other country is credit. There are two countries. If we are drawing the map of these two countries, then we need to have a map like this. You can say this is the world of accounting. T account. This map is like T account. This is like T. So in accounting it is called T account. While we are writing this, the right side, we consider the credit side, and while we are writing, the left side is debit side. Okay? There are two countries. The one is debit, the other is credit. You can say the people living in debit country are called asset, expense and drawings. And the people living in credit country are capital, liability and income. If they are increasing, capital, liability and income is increasing, they will be credited. They will be credited. We will write these three items on the credit side of the account. If these three accounts are increasing, their nature is debit. When there is an increase, we will debit the debit side of a particular T account. Okay? and we have already said this, that there are different types of assets: land, building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures, vehicles, inventory, whatever the accounts are. If it is something asset, the nature of asset will be debit. If there is an increase in asset, it will be debited. Okay. Till now, if you have any question, you can ask.
Sir, आप कह रहे हैं capital.
Please talk in English.
Sir, if the capital increases,
Please listen.
if the capital increases, then it will be credited.
Okay.
So capital lies.
Please, to is not English word.
Then capital lies under asset. Asset is equal to capital plus liability.
Capital lies in the asset, and asset lies on the earth, and earth lies on the water.
Sir, then it will be debited.
Every transaction has two aspects. Every business transaction has two aspects. One is debit, another is credit. Any transaction might have three effects. Three accounts are being. So we will learn in some future lessons that a transaction might affect three accounts. But at least each and every transaction will affect at least two accounts. Two accounts. So the one will be debited and the other one is credited. If you are introducing cash into the business, there was nothing before this cash, but when this cash arrives in the business, there is increase in asset. So asset will be debited. But the source of cash was the owner's pocket, and anything introduced by the owner is capital. So there is increase in capital. How you can ignore that cash is coming, but the capital is not being increased? If this cash is arranged by loan, so there is, before the loan there was nothing in the business, the cash will be debited. But the source of this cash is loan. Loan is a liability. The nature of liability is credit, and if the liability is increasing, it means it will be credited. Any problem? I can see happiness on your face. Okay. Now we move on, and we are entering, and we are learning another transaction. Next transaction is bought motor vehicle for cash.
मोटर व्हीकल का अकाउंट डेबिट होगा और कैश का अकाउंट क्रेडिट। सर मोटर व्हीकल अकाउंट विल बी
Bought motor vehicle for cash. What you are saying?
मोटर व्हीकल्स अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड।
Okay.
कैश अकाउंट विल बी क्रेडिटेड।
Please explain this. Why we are going to debit motor vehicle account?
Since you are buying motor vehicle, it is an asset.
Motor vehicle is an asset. Motor vehicle is an asset.
It increases, it
That
is
if there is an increase in asset, it will be debited. So we will debit motor vehicle.
And cash is also an asset. But
Motor vehicle will be debited. So you can say the purchase bought motor vehicle for cash of costing rupees 10,000. Whatever the amount is, 2,000. If you are buying motor vehicle with cash, the motor vehicle is an asset, and the nature of asset is debit, and if there is increase in asset, it will be debited. The motor vehicle will be debited. Then why we are crediting cash?
cash is also asset, but it's
Cash is also an asset.
but it is decreasing, so it will be credited.
Okay, good. If the cash is an asset, the nature of asset is debit. If it is increasing, it will be debited. But if there is a decrease in an asset, it will be credited. That's why we are making an entry, another entry of credit cash with an amount of 2,000. Just like we call the first bowler who recently retired from England team is Jimmy Anderson. The complete name is Jimmy Anderson, but someone we call him Jimmy. Okay, and in Pakistan, if someone's name is Abdul Rashid, we used to call him Shida. In the same way, if we are having a debit, normally in accounting we write down as DR. So the DR means not doctor. This is not doctor, but it doesn't mean doctor motor vehicle 2000, and we cannot tell anything credit. So the DR means debited and CR mean credited. So you can say that particular T account, while writing, the right side is credit and the left side is debit. If anyone having any problem, you may ask. Any problem? Hey problem? Hey problem? Any problem? English for us is just like hanging till death. Okay, now we move on. Entry number 2. Purchased inventory from vendor on credit. If you have purchased something from your vendor on credit, what entry will be? You are purchasing inventory from vendor on credit. What have you said? Liability. Why liability? Because we are purchasing on credit and the liability will increase. So the liability, if the liability is increasing, it will be debited or credited? Credit. Okay. The credit will be account payables, or we can say trade payables. Account payables and trade payables, these are the words which are specifically used for those vendors from whom we are purchasing inventory on credit. Trade payables and trade receivable, these two words are connected with inventory. Okay, so if you are purchasing something on credit, then the liability will be increased. The nature of liability is credit, so increase in liability will be credited. Okay, the debit will be asset. Which asset you are purchasing? Inventory. So whatever you are purchasing, you need to debit that account with the name of that asset. Okay. On other end, I have told you in previous classes that whenever you are going to purchase inventory, you will record with the word purchases. Purchases and the sales. These two words are for the inventory movement. If you are purchasing the inventory, if there is an increase in inventory, then the account which will be debited is purchases. If you are purchasing inventory, inventory is increasing, asset is increasing, it will be debited. But this inventory is purchased for resale. You are not holding this asset for long time. You are not expecting benefit from this asset for a long period. So you purchased a particular inventory with an intention of selling in ordinary course of business. So if you are purchasing an inventory, it will be purchases. The account will be debited. Which account will be debited? Purchases. On the time of purchases. So now we need to explain. We need to learn that this purchases account has the nature of expense or asset. Purchases is asset or purchases is expense. Now tell me. Purchases is asset.
So purchases is part of the trading section.
Purchasing is a part of trading section. So then it will be asset or expense. When we have drawn in the class the statement of comprehensive income, statement of profit and loss, there was sale, and then after that there was cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold constitute of three things: opening material plus purchases less closing stock. So the purchases is a part of income statement. Profit and loss account, statement of comprehensive income got two things. One is income, another is expense. income and expense is part of income statement. An income statement of profit and loss is having two things: incomes and expenses. Incomes and expenses. So now tell me, the purchases is income or expense? If purchases is part of profit and loss, if purchases is part of profit and loss, because after the sale we used to write cost of goods sold, and the cost of goods sold is having inventory, opening inventory plus purchases of inventory less closing stock of inventory. If purchases is part of profit and loss account, and profit and loss account is having two things: incomes and expenses, then now conclude that whether this purchases will be income or expense. Purchases will be income or expense. The main source of income in profit and loss account is sales, and the sale is selling of inventory. Inventory will go outward to your customers, but purchasing is you have something purchased from your vendors, and you have purchased this inventory for resale. If you have purchased some furniture costing 10,000 and you have sold this inventory for 15,000, so what will be the profit? If you have purchased this chair for rupees 10,000 and sold for 15,000, what amount of profit you have obtained with this transaction of buying and selling? 5,000 profit. How you arrive at this profit? You considered the sale of 15,000 as income, and you considered the purchase of this inventory as expense. So you have deducted the expense from income and you arrived at a profit of 5,000. What is the way to arrive at profit? You need to deduct expenses from your incomes. If the expenses are less than the income, you are at profit. If the expenses are higher than income, you are at a loss. If you have purchased this particular chair for rupees 10,000 and you are selling this, if you have sold this chair for rupees 15,000, what amount of profit you have get from this trade buying and selling? 5,000. How you arrived at this 5,000? You considered the sales as income 15,000. You considered the purchase as 10,000 as expense. You have deducted this 10,000 from 15,000, and the remaining 5,000 is your profit. So now tell me, the purchases, the debiting of these purchases, whether this is an increase in asset or increase in expense? Increase in asset. It means I have explained nothing. Again, I explained to you, if you are purchasing something for 10,000 and if you are deducting this amount from the sale value of 15,000, sale is income, and we are deducting from the income to arrive at profit. So what is we are deducting? We are deducting assets or expense? Expense. So the purchasing of this chair is expense or asset? At the year end, if you are having some inventory in your godown, you will treat as asset because you are expecting benefit from this inventory next year. But if you have purchased something for the intention of resale, so you have incurred some expense on the purchase on the chair, and if you are selling this chair for rupees 15,000, 15,000 is sale over income, and 10,000 you have spent it on this. You have spent on this particular chair. It will be expense, and if you deduct this expense from the income, you will arrive at a profit of 5,000. Now tell me, if you are purchasing something on credit, the debiting of purchases will be an expense account or asset account? Expense account. The nature of purchase is expense. Whenever you purchase an asset, the asset will be debited with its name. If you are purchasing land, the debited account will be land. If you are purchasing building, building will be debited. If you are purchasing plant and machinery, plant and machinery will be debited. If you are purchasing vehicles, vehicles will be debited. If you are purchasing furniture, furniture will be debited. But if you are purchasing inventory, then which account will be debited? Purchases. And the nature of purchases is expense, because we incur this expense to has some profit by buying and selling this inventory. Okay, so we are having 6 type of accounts. The one is asset, the other one is expense, the third one is drawing. The nature of these 3 items is debit. If there is an increase in asset, expense or drawing, it will be debited. And the other 3 accounts are capital, liability and income. If there is any increase in capital, liability and income, if there is any increase, then it will be credited. If they are decreasing, then it will be
Debited.
okay. Now we move on with another transaction. Sold inventory on cash. बोला जी क्या एंट्री होगी?
cash will be debited.
Purchase account. You are purchasing or selling, bro? You are purchasing or selling? Huh? Selling. So why you are debiting purchases? Cash account will be debited by
Credit is in asset creditor.
we are selling inventory on cash. Whenever you are selling something on cash, whether it is an hotel, whether it is a bookshop, whatever the transaction, if you are selling something on cash, the cash will increases. The cash will increase, and the increase in cash will be increase in asset, and the nature of asset is debit. So the increase in cash is increase in asset, and increase in asset is debit entry. So we need to have an entry of cash, and it will be debited. Now other entry is other part of this entry.
Sales will be credited. Sales will be credited.
Sales will be credited. Why we have not credited inventory? Because inventory is decreasing. Whenever there you are purchasing inventory, the account which will be debited is purchases. And if you are selling the inventory, inventory is decreasing, you will have entered the T account, sales account will be credited. The account will be credited will be sales. Selling of inventory is an income item. If you are selling inventory, this particular business transaction will lead to a particular amount of income. If we have purchased this inventory for rupees 5,000 and we are selling this inventory for 7,000, so the our income is 7,000 and our expense is 5,000. If someone has an income of 7,000 and expense of 5,000, then what does it mean? He is at profit or at loss? Profit, because he purchases the item for 5,000. Now he has sold that item for 7,000. If you are selling some item you have purchased for 5,000 and you are selling for 7,000, it means you have earned a profit of rupees 2,000. So the sales is an income item. So you can say the example of income, the main popular example of income is sales. Okay? And the popular examples of expense purchases, electricity expense, telephone expense, salaries and wages, and all these expenses. Okay? Any problem? Now we are going to enter another transaction. Obtained loan from a bank in cash. You have obtained loan from a bank in cash. Now tell me, which account will be debited and which account will be credited?
Cash will be debited.
Debit, what debit? Debit? We will debit the debit. Okay. What account will be debited? Assets account. Which asset account is involved in this transaction? Cash. You are having loan from the bank. Before the loan, you have nothing in your pocket. Now you have obtained the loan. They have given you cash. And if there is an increase in cash, it is an increase in asset. And the nature of asset is debit. If there is an increase in asset, it will be debited. Okay. Now we will debit the cash. Okay. Credit. Which account will be credited? Liability. Because you have obtained loan from the bank. Now this is your obligation to return this loan according to the terms and conditions of the contract. You need to return this loan in future. This is your obligation. And any obligation is over liability. Any obligation is over liability. Okay? So the nature of liability is credit. If there is any increase in liability, then it will be credited. So the account which will be credited will be, the name of this liability is loan. Just like that, if we are purchasing some asset, we don't record asset will be debited. If we are purchasing land, asset will be debited. If we are purchasing building will be debited. No, we need to enter that particular account. If we are purchasing land will be debited. If we are purchasing building, asset will not be debited. Building will be debited. Building is an asset, but we need to debit that account with the name of that asset. In the same way, if there is any liability, bank overdraft is a liability, bank loan is a liability, trade payable is a liability, salaries payable is a liability, electricity payable is a liability, rent payable is a liability. If you are entering each and everything is payables, then how you can differentiate between different types of liabilities? So you need to enter each and every liability with its name. If it is electricity bill payable, electricity bill payable liability will be credited. If you need to pay the salaries payable is over liability, the salaries payable account will be credited. And the third one is, if you need to pay rent and rent payable, if there is a rent payable, the rent payable is over liability, the rent payable will be credited. Okay? So each and every, if you have acquired loan, you have obtained a loan from the bank, then this liability is bank loan. If you have withdraw from the bank exceeding your limit, so the bank overdraft is over liability. So we need to credit bank overdraft. But if you have purchased the inventory, from some vendor on credit, then the account credited will be account payable. Purchases will be debited, bro. Okay, now if you have obtained a loan from a bank, and after obtaining the loan you are having cash in the pocket. Before this cash you have nothing in your pocket. Now there is an increase in cash. Increasing cash is over asset, and the nature of asset is debit, that it will be debited. Okay. On the other hand, what is the source of this cash? I said to you there are two sources of cash for any business. The one is equity, capital, the owner's pocket, and the other one is others pocket, and others pocket means liability. So the bank loan is over obligation, over liability. The nature of liability is credit. So it means the bank loan account will be credited. So this is the whole story of debit and credit. There are 6 types of accounts. One category is assets, expense, and drawings. The nature of these 3 accounts is the other category, credit category. Credit category also contains 3 types of accounts: capital, liability, and income. here we credited the income, and here we credited the liability, and here we credited the capital. The owner introduces the cash into the business. Cash is increasing. Cash is an asset. Asset, if the asset is increasing, it will be debited. But this cash arrived from the pocket of owner, and anything bring by the owner, it will be capital. So increase in capital will be credited. So the cash is debited and the capital will be credited. Here you are having cash not from owner's pocket. This is from bank. This is a loan. This is your obligation to return this loan in future according to the terms and conditions of the contract. So the cash is coming. Cash is an asset. Asset will be debited and the loan will be credited because it is liability, and there is an increase in liability. The nature of liability is credit. If there is increase in liability, it will be credited. Simple. And if we are having a T account of any of these accounts, any of these accounts, this T account might be relevant to an asset, might be relevant to expense, might be relevant to drawings, might be relevant to capital, liability, income. First of all, we need to understand for which type of account we are making this T account. Okay, but the nature of the sides of this account will not be changed. When we are drawing this T account, the right side will be credit and left side will be debit side. There was a successful chartered accountant in the market, and he was leading in the market, and he belongs to a very well-known firm. Whenever he came to the office in the morning, the first thing he used to do, open his drawer and pick up one page and used to read that page, and after reading that, he put that page again back in the drawer, and the drawer will be closed. Drawer is closed. Usually, every day he used to come to the office. He used to read this paper. The juniors were surprised. What he usually read this before doing any work? Is this something prayer? Is this something anything else? So they were having questions in their mind. One day, that particular partner, senior, has not arrived in the office, and they opened the drawer and they saw at the page, and what was written? The right side is credit and left side is debit. In Urdu we can say, in Punjabi we can say, sajje credit te khabbe debit. So this is very much important in accounting, that which particular item will be debited and which particular item will be credited. And if we are entering this transaction in T account, then if there is an increase in asset, increase in expense, increase in drawing, then it will be debited. If there is an increase in capital, increase in liability, increase in income, then they will be credited. And we can write it down in this way. If there is decrease in capital, decrease in liability, decrease in income, they will be on the debit side. If there is an increase in asset, expense and drawings, we will write these items on the credit side of T account. Okay. So what we have learned today, there are two categories of accounts. The one is debit category, another one is credit category. The debit category is The debit category of account is asset, expense and drawings. When there is an increase in asset, it will be debited. So you need to call yourself. If you are purchasing some book, you will say, the sir said if there is an increase in asset. So the book is not obligation, though we consider it our application. Whenever we are trying to open the book of accounting, law, economics, so we consider this obligation. But we need to consider it over asset. This book is an asset, and what we will learn from this book, it will be income for us. Because we have not sent to this world for eating and sleeping. All the animals are doing eating and sleeping. Then what is the difference between other animals and this social animal? So we need to do something for ourselves, for our family, for our community. So we need to differentiate the difference between us and the other animals like donkey. Donkey is also used to eating and sleeping. Have you seen any donkey sleeping?
No.
Come with me. I will show you donkey in the room. There are many donkeys in the room. There are many donkeys in the classes. When they are sleeping and during lectures. So you are not supposed to sleep in the classes. You need to sleep at nights. Okay. There are two types of accounts. One category is debit and the other category is credit. Asset, expense and drawing. The nature of these three accounts are debit. When there is an increase in any asset, it will be debited. If there is an increase in expense, if some expense is incurred, then it will be debited. If you are drawing from the business, the account will be debited. So we can write it down. Honor is withdrawn cash from the business for his personal use. Okay. Which two accounts will be affected with this business transaction? Capital and drawing. So tell me the entry. Which account will be debited? Drawings will be debited because there is an increase in drawing. Okay. The debit is drawings. Okay. The other account which will be credited? Cash. And you are saying capital. So if you are saying that drawings will be debited and capital will be credited, and where will the cash will go? How you will treat this cash? You are drawing cash from the business. If you are bringing cash in the business, the cash is an asset, there is an increase in asset, and cash will be debited. If you are withdrawing cash from the business, now after these drawings, the business has lesser cash. The cash is decreasing. Cash is decreasing means asset is decreasing. Asset decreasing means if asset is increasing, it is debited. If the asset is decreasing, it will be credited. So the account which will be credited is cash. Actually, you are withdrawing cash. Cash is decreasing. Asset is decreasing. Now, where is the capital? We have explained if you are bringing some cash in the business, it will increase capital. If you are withdrawing something from the business as an owner, it is a drawings. And it will reduce your capital. So where is the capital? Cash is decreasing. Okay, it will be credited. Drawing, the nature of drawing is debit. It will be debited. So where is the capital? Because the capital is decreasing. Actually, drawing is reduction in capital. Drawing is reduction in capital. The meaning of drawing is reduction in capital. Actually, the account which is debited here is capital, but we used to make a separate account whatever you are withdrawing from the business, and that account's name is drawings. at the year end we calculate the total of all drawings and we will deduct these drawings from the capital. So drawing is actually reduction in capital. You can say behind the drawing there is a capital. This is actually not the drawings which are being debited. This is actually capital which is debited, because if the owner is introducing something, capital is increasing. If he is withdrawing something from the business, the capital is decreasing. If the capital is increasing, it will be credited. If the capital is decreasing, it will be debited. So whenever we withdraw something from the business, we not debit capital directly. We used to debit drawings. In Jan, February, Feb, March, April, May and other months, if you are making drawing consistently for your personal use, at the year end all things have been written down in drawings account. You will total all the drawings and will deduct from the capital. So actually drawing is reduction in capital. Till now, if you have any problem, if you are facing any problem, you may ask now. Any problem? Any problem, Putturs? Any problem? How many days you have absent in the class? Yes. Okay. Any problem? I can see happiness on your faces. Okay, so this is the whole story of debit and credit. The right side of D account is credit and the left side is debit. When you are wearing your right shoe, you need to say credit. And if you are wearing your left side of shoes, you will say debit. If you are wearing right side of shirt, you will say credit and the left debit. If Papa is hitting on your right side, you will say credit, and Papa is hitting at left side, then it will be debit. If you are opening right side of the door or the window, you will say credit and the left side is debit. So this is the specific rule to succeed in accountancy profession. So you need to know which account and which side will be debited and which side will be credit. Okay? Any problem? We will meet tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, bro?